right, y'all. Teddy and I are back with you today because we're going to be planting some coconuts.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got some coconuts in pots here that need to go. This is why I kind of wanted to do this, because I saw one of my coconuts died right there.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. And we have some really nice ones here in pots. So I want to go ahead and get some of these in the ground. And these are just coconuts that we sprouted from other coconuts that came off of our other coconut palms. All we really do is we kind of use coconuts as garden bed liners, and they'll just sprout just like that. We have some over there in the background that have sprouted actually. And then once they sprout, you know, obviously we don't want coconut palms right here, especially right up by the house. Once they sprout, we put them in pots, and we have too many in pots here. So I think we're gonna grab, I already have two down by the river where we're gonna plant them. I'm gonna grab this big one back here, and then Teddy and I will take you all down by the river, by the water, where we're gonna plant them, and talk about why we chose that spot. All right, so Teddy and I made it down here. Y'all can see we're right by the river here. We chose this location for a couple reasons. Well, first, someone just purchased this lot next to us, and they just cleared everything. So I'm slowly trying to plant stuff along here for privacy. Another reason, it's far away from the house, because falling coconuts is no joke. You don't want them falling on your roof. They'll damage your roof.
Or on you.
Or on you, yeah. So this is a great place down here. Another reason, we have a high water table down here, and the coconut palms just love that. You know, they don't want to sit in, they don't want to be in standing water, but they love water. And we have a whole bunch of them, you can see, planted right over here on the other side of the yard. And they're just loving it down here. In fact, some of them are just loaded with coconuts right now. This one right up here is just loaded with them. Show you real fast. You can see we got a bunch of them. We got like 1, 2, 3, 4. We got a bunch of them. So, and then up there, there's a ton. So, and then there's more down there too. So, they definitely like it down here. And I guess that's another reason why we chose to put them down here. Is it's one of the only things, we get so much wind coming off the river, we can't plant like bananas and stuff down here, because they just get ripped to shreds. I mean, like literally get blown over, not just ripped to shreds. So, and the coconut palms seem to do fine with the wind. They don't mind it. So
this is how high the water table we have.
Yeah, so yeah, Teddy wants to point this out. The water table is so high, you can see we have mangroves growing out of our grass here. And we get several, you know, hurricanes and stuff each year where our whole backyard is completely covered with water up to the 3-board fence, and then last year almost all the way up to the pool. So this gets real wet, but these cabbage palms and the coconut palms don't seem to mind sitting in standing water for a couple days. They just don't want to be in it a lot.
They don't want to be in it for their whole life.
Yeah, right. In fact, our neighbor has some over here right along the river, and those sit in the water for extended periods of time, actually in the water, and this is brackish water, and they're still alive. They're still alive and doing fine. So I have one planted here. We brought 2 more down. You can really plant these. I mean, you could plant them as close together as you want. Look at these two palm trees right here. They're just right up on each other. But I do think it's probably best for the plant if we spread them out a little bit, so that
their roots have some room.
Yeah, because I mean, we're trying to get fruit off. We're trying to get coconuts off of these. It's not just about privacy or anything.
Those are cabbage palms. They don't give us fruit.
Yeah, so you guys can see I got one in the ground. I'll hand the camera over to Teddy. And let's just go ahead and pop these other ones. This ground, the dirt down here, we actually have dirt. Show them real quick. Like, most of our yard is like just sugar sand, but this is actual like dirt. There's some nutrition in there, and of course it's probably because of the river.
Yeah, it brings it up.
It brings nutrition up and stuff, and you know, obviously at one point this island was totally underwater. And we have ancient oyster beds and stuff under here that have contributed to the nutrition. But anyways, long story short, we have some nice soil that is real easy to dig up.
Yeah.
Which makes my job easy. We also find a lot of Native American pottery down here, so I wouldn't be surprised if we come across a piece.
Like, I bet that dirt you just dug up has at least one piece.
I bet it does, yeah.
But, yeah, there's some really nice, like we said, the soil's real nice down here. So that also makes it probably the coconuts will thrive better, the actual fruits.
Oh yeah, you know it. Yeah, I mean, we have a coconut palm planted in our old house here in the neighborhood that wasn't on the water. It was just up in the middle of the neighborhood. We had terrible soil there, but it still thrived. These are real tough plants.
Yeah.
Tree of life. This one I just outpotted.
What's cool is they're like an ornamental and a edible.
Yeah. So this one I just uppotted from a smaller pot. There wasn't a lot of extra roots in there. But you can see I'm kind of pointing them in our direction. So
Yeah.
drape
So
into
they'll
our neighbor's new yard.
drape. They'll drape that way.
Yeah.
Because we don't want them draping in our new neighbor's lawn.
I want to get the coconuts, not them.
Yeah.
Right? All right, sweet.
It's very simple to plant a coconut. Dig a hole, and just plop it in there and fill in with
You
dirt.
don't really have to mulch them or any. These are such tough plants, especially where we're planting it. They're gonna be so happy down here.
Yeah.
But, all right, let's put
They
this other
weren't
one in.
happy in those pots.
No. All right, I'm gonna put this one right here. There's some crab cages here. Stone crab cages.
Yeah.
Need to use those stone crab cages.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe we'll do another video of that. Put some stone crabs in the river.
Yeah. Because I bet they're good.
Oh yeah, they're good. Crabs so good. Ground's a little tougher here.
Yeah, probably because it's close to. Or no, because we were even closer in the last place. Yeah, those are cabbage palm roots.
Yes. Good stuff.
Yeah.
This one looks like it might have more roots on it than the last one I put in.
Yeah.
Some of those I just uppotted, and some of them have been in bigger pots for a while. We've had a lot of coconut palms for a while that needed to be planted.
Yeah, and we finally got around to doing it. But yeah, look at this plant. I bet you it's bulging at the seams in the pot.
It what?
It's, you can tell
Unless
it's,
that's one that I just uppotted. I don't know, I can't
Yeah.
tell. It does look like it's
Yeah.
pot's bulging some.
yeah, see how the pot's like a rectangle kind of?
All right. Nope, this is an old one. I mean, this is a new one.
Okay. Coconuts are great plants.
Get roots in this dirt. Well, it doesn't really matter. This dirt's so nutritious. These plants are just going to take off.
Yeah. And coconut water is so good.
So really, that's really all we have to do here. I would say that these three that we just planted are maybe 2 years old.
Yeah, this one's pretty tall. It's about as tall as
Might only be 1 year old. But anyways, once you get them in the ground, like some of these taller ones over here, let's see, these taller ones right here have probably been in the ground for 10 years now, or 8 years now. And they started giving us fruit. Some of them still haven't yet. That one, this might be the first year we've gotten fruit off of it. But these down here, you can see these are 10 or 12 feet tall, and Annalisa planted those last year at this size.
Yeah.
Maybe a year and a half ago. It hasn't been 2 years though. And she planted the same size coconuts we just planted. They're already 10, 15 foot over there.
But, there's this weird coconut palm we have. That one right there is 25.
Yeah, so the previous owner told us this coconut's been here, this palm has been here forever. It's obviously some kind of dwarf variety because it's way smaller than all the other ones we have planted. But I think that's all I'm gonna plant for now. I'm might put another one here when I move my crab cages, but I do have a mulberry here. I'm not sure if I'm gonna leave it here or not because it does get real wet down here. We do have a mulberry tree right here that's doing great, but even though you can't really tell, it is 1.5 feet higher in elevation, which makes a difference when we get a lot of water from the river. So
Because we get lots of water.
We do.
Like sometimes it's up to here.
yeah,
Here in water.
the kids can boogie board back here.
Yeah, I was actually surfing on the river.
Yeah. So, all right, y'all. If you have any questions or comments about our new coconut palms here, or even the older coconut palms, just post down below. Until next time, everybody out there, take care.
Bye.